Hi and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us again. Another thing alien abductees will tell us is that when they're on the UFOs, they feel paralyzed, and that even when they stop feeling paralyzed, they feel very controlled by the alien entities, even to the extent where they would go as far as to describe that their minds are being controlled by these alien entities. Now, without trying to get too graphic, and I have said this in a previous session, that when the alien abductees go through the medical procedures where they are probed and prodded by the aliens, that there has been some instances where they've been forced, they say from a mental perspective, where they're being mind controlled, where they've been forced to have sex with other people that have been abducted that are on the UFO. And so can we see anything in the Bible that describes to us entities control or manipulate people's minds? Well, let's turn to Mark chapter 5, verse 15, and it reads, "Then they came to Jesus and saw the one who had been demon possessed and had had the legion, sitting and clothed in his right mind, and they were afraid." Now, just quickly paraphrasing this scenario, there was a man that roamed in a certain area that Jesus came across that was, according to the people of the day, demon possessed and had many demons in him, and that Jesus exorcised these demon entities from this man. And one of the things that it says there is that he was in his right mind, meaning that his encounters with the people that were around described him as somebody that was not in their right mind, that he did not have the fullness of the faculties of his mind and being able to think and communicate clearly. But after Jesus had exorcised these spirit entities out of this man, the description of him is that he was in his right mind. And so we can clearly make the link to alien abductees that tell us where they feel like they are not in control of their own minds, not in control of their own thoughts, because there are entities preventing them from being in control or having control of their minds. Another thing that abductees tell us is that the aliens don't seem to age, and that often abductees will tell us that when they had encounters with aliens that they were aware of at very young ages, even at toddler stage, even to adolescence, some had had many encounters with aliens during this time of their lives. And it's only when they get to an older age or as they advance in years that they are actually abducted. But one of the interesting things that they tell us is that the same aliens that they encountered when they were very young are the same aliens, not aliens of the same race, but the very same aliens that they are now talking to through their abduction scenario. Even the aliens recounting aspects from their childhood, meaning and confirming that it's exactly the same alien that they had met earlier on in their life. But then one of the unique points about this is that the abductees tell us that the aliens don't age. And so that in itself is a bit puzzling, because how is it, or how can technology, even be it so far advanced, stop beings from aging? And so can we explain that from a biblical perspective? Well, I believe that we can, because in the book of Genesis, we are introduced to the king of biblical spirit entities, and thousands of years later, throughout the scriptures in the New Testament, Jesus, the devil came and tempted Jesus in the wilderness, and then we even see him in the prophetic scriptures, the scriptures that talk about the future that hasn't even happened even now in 2024. We see the same spiritual entity in the book of Revelations that talks about the great serpent, the devil, and he still roaming around. He's still interacting with people in the earth at that time, which clearly tells us that spiritual entities in the Bible do not age, which is exactly the same. I really hope that you've enjoyed this. I really hope that it's been of some use to you. And so we'll catch you on the next session. So until then, God bless.